Hi there, TaffyRue here, and welcome to another exciting edition of Features by TaffyRue. So this is where we put the spotlight on upcoming artists, young upcoming artists who are bubbling under. And today I have a really exciting guest, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him. His name is Osward Lifumbe. I first came across the name Osward Lifumbe when we were accepting registrations and online auditions for the Bring It On talent show. And when I saw his video, I knew instantly that he had immense potential. Later on, I got to witness two dancers doing dance blindfolded, and it was extremely impressive. But little did I know that one of those two young men was actually Osward Lifumbe, and I only discovered this when he came to the in-person Bring It On auditions, of which there he did extremely well as well. His passion for dance and working with people has him well on his way in terms of making a positive impact on society. And I'm excited to have him here with me. Welcome, Osward.
Thank you so much, Taffy. I'm also excited to be here.
Oh, thank you for coming. So I'm sure our audience, our viewers want to know a little bit about Osward Lifumbe. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, yeah, there's a bigger story, but I will just try to summarize it. So my name is Osward Lifumbe. I go by the stage name Ossie.
Okay.
So just to give a background of my dance career, I started dancing when I was very young.
Okay.
Like just to get a bit into the story, I visited my uncle the other time, and he had this CD for Michael Jackson, which was called Michael Jackson Live in Bucharest. It was a live show for Michael Jackson in Bucharest. So I just thought, let me play and see this. And then I saw Michael Jackson performing, and I was like, this is what I want to do. The singing part and the dancing part as well.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I'm not a great singer, and my voice is not that much into singing. But I was like, I know I can move like this guy. So the first time I saw Michael Jackson, I was like, I want to be like this guy. I want to dance like he does. So from there, I started liking dance, and whenever I saw people dancing, I was like, this is my thing. Even if when I try to say, no, I can't dance, I'm stiff, but some way or any way I could start dancing again, even in parties, in family gatherings. Yeah, so that's how I started dancing and started to know that I think I have a passion for dance. And then from there, I started going up in my O-levels. In my secondary school, I wasn't much of a dancer, but I witnessed a dance group at our school, TaffyRue school, secondary school. That's where I had my secondary. And then from there, I saw people dancing in SASAF, and then I was like, this is not for me anymore. But my food and nutrition teacher asked me a question. She was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then from those days, I just learned the word choreography.
Okay.
Yes, knowing that a choreography is a phrase of dance, of movement, even a story. And then I was like, I want to be a choreographer. She didn't understand, so she was also like, oh, okay. What kind of a choreographer? I was like, a dance choreographer. And then she's like, how come I never saw you dancing? I'm like, not yet, but you will see. And then I was done with my O-level. That's when I finally decided that I want to be a dance choreographer. I want to be a dancer. Then everything was just like, I applied for talent shows at church. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints gives us opportunity as young men and young women. So they host these talent shows for our state conferences and everything. So that's when I started wanting to perform and in large audiences. Yes, and then from there, from church, my talent was just like, I'm a dancer. I want to be a professional dancer. I started even writing goals on my, there was this program at church we did for the strength of youth. I started writing my goals that one day I want to be a dance choreographer. Yes, so that's the whole story.
Okay,
whole
that's
story.
interesting. So, obviously, your passion for dancing started at an early age. Do you remember
Yes.
what age you were at when you saw Michael Jackson?
Yes, I think I was 13 years old. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 years old. Yeah, around grade 6, grade 7. Yes.
Okay, that's
when
interesting. That's quite young.
Yes.
Okay, so what is it about dance? I mean, how do you feel when you're dancing? Because obviously, it's something that means so much to you.
Yes.
What does it make you feel, or how does it make you feel?
Okay. So firstly, when I'm dancing, I just feel like I'm free, you know. I'm just free, like I'm doing something that I love. Although sometimes my body wouldn't want me to do what I'm imagining because of certain limitations, but I wouldn't count on limitations. But I just, whenever I'm dancing as well, my imagination just feels like I could do everything I want. So I feel free in expressing myself through dance, even telling a story. Sometimes I could just feel emotions and then I can't express them and I can't tell them to anyone. But when I put on the music and then I start dancing to just imagining those emotions, imagining those situations, I just feel free, like, I could really express myself. This is really me. So that's how I feel when I'm dancing. I just feel myself like I'm me. This is actually me.
This is what God created you to do when you're
yes,
dancing.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so what do you think dance can do for your generation? What do you think dance can do for people?
Okay. First fact, dance is going to will make you have a healthy body and good fitness. You know, you'll be fit. It's healthy to dance. Even for your brain, for your stress, it's just healthy to move, you know. So the other thing is, with dance, it makes you feel free to express yourself. It makes you be confident. You know, you'll be very confident around people. And I wasn't this confident before, but when I actually decided to, I saw the auditions for Africara, and then I just said, since I say I'm a dancer, you know, I called myself a dancer before even I went to a dance school.
Okay.
Since I'm a dancer, let me go and learn about dance. So I met Africara, and they taught me what dance is, and they taught me the basics of many dance, and then they told me that dance is not only about moving, it's also about expressing yourself. So with dance, you could express yourself, you could feel free, you can even make it your hobby, you know, just a place where you relieve yourself, or the place you need to be alone. Sometimes when I am alone as well, I just put on music and then I start to move, and then I start to dance. And then if I'm frustrated from there, I'm like, okay, I'm good now, you see?
Yeah.
So that's how dance makes me feel.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so I think I picked up two things from what you are saying dance did for you. So first and foremost, it allowed you to be free.
Yes.
Right? It allowed you, or it allows you rather, to tell stories.
Yes.
And you're saying it allows you to even unwind and let out
Yes.
whatever emotion that you are feeling at that particular time, right? So if
Yes.
you're feeling frustrated and then you put on a song, you dance, after that, you come away from that feeling better,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then you also talked about learning a lot from going to dance school,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Maybe my question from those two things that I've pointed out there is, what lessons have you learned from dance that you can apply to your life outside of dance?
Okay. So a wise teacher once told me, she told me, she was my ballet teacher at my past school, Africara Arts Trust. So she told me that whenever you're given an opportunity to do something, you have to go full out. This wasn't just, to me, she was saying it to dance, yes, specifically for dance, saying that if you're given an opportunity to perform, you should go full out, or to show yourself, you should go full out. But for me, it was also part of a life lesson, saying that I am given a chance to do something, to show that I can do something. Whether it be work, whether it be something else besides dance, whether it be cooking, whether it be singing, I have to put my best in it.
Yeah.
You see, because sometimes we lack that self-confidence in ourselves to say, Oswald, so can you cook? We want someone who can cook for us. Let's say, for example. And then I'm like, I might. Yes, I did food and nutrition at school. But if I'm like, yes, I can cook. What do you want me to cook for you? And then you'll be like, okay, feel free to cook anything for us. We just want to eat. And that if I take all that I've learned, all that I have seen, and then just say, I'm going to cook the meal that they're going to enjoy, even if I'm not a good cook, I'm sure they will enjoy that meal, even if it's salty, but the much love that I put into it and the much effort that I put into it, I think everything just works out. So that's one thing that I learned. If you want to do something, just do it and go full out. And the other thing is, I always tell myself that my biggest failures in life, not in dance, but in life, are knowing that I never tried. Yeah. So to me, this also means that me trying things, I'm a dance choreographer mostly.
Okay.
And I also learn from other choreographers. So let's say we'll be doing a phrase of dance movement and I cannot seem to get this Harlem Shake move. This move is, I can't do it. That's what I'm saying to myself, this negative thinking. I'm like, even seeing the move, you'll be like, I can't do it, but I've not tried it yet. So how do I know that I'm going to do it? I don't know, right? I have to try first. I have to do it first before I know that I can't do this. And then by trying, I know that, if I do it this way, okay, I'll do it. I can't get it yet, but if I keep on trying, I'll get it. So me failing is when I don't try. That's my failures.
Yeah.
When I fail, it's actually, I say to myself, you fail because you didn't try.
Exactly.
But if I tried, I did not fail. It's just that it's not the right time. That's what I tell myself as well. And I learned this through dance.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you actually learned life lessons through dance.
Yes.
Through your schooling for dance.
Yes.
Which is amazing. Okay. All right. Maybe we would want to know in terms of where you see yourself 10 years from now. Is it in dance? Is it in choreography? Where do you see yourself in terms of dance in 10 years' time?
Okay. So I do have a lot of plans in my 10 years of time. So let me just say, from the beginning, ever since I auditioned to Africara, my perspective of viewing dance became different to me. Because at first I was confused is this going to be my career, or it's just a thing that I like to do, or something that I'm good at. Because, why am I saying that's something that I'm good at? I could dance in various talent shows or in family concert, and they will be telling me, one day my half-brother just told me, you are a dancer. I'm like, I didn't know Africara before. I wasn't trained. And then he was just like, you are a dancer. So I'm like, okay. From there, when I saw the poster for Africara, I told myself, I'm a dancer. So I should go to this school and start learning about dance. So dance has laid out a foundation for me to say, okay, for the next 10 years, what would I want to be? One thing I want to be is to be a dance choreographer and a dance inspirator. I like to inspire other people, through dance, through everything that I can. And if I just see that I can be a role model for someone in a certain thing, I can. I just think I can. If someone needs help from me through something, I think I can help them. So in 10 years, I have a plan to, be part of something big, like a dance crew, let me say. For now, we are in a process of creating a dance crew. Shout out to Malowizi. He's leading in that. So there is this dance choreographer named Malowizi. So before I graduated, he approached us saying, guys, I want us to make something, to create something in Zimbabwe that is going to, to be known by people as to become a legacy. And then I was like, oh, okay, then what can we do? We just started rehearsing. And now we're still rehearsing. We have a vision of where we want to be, right, as a dance crew. This is for the dance crew side. So I want to be part of that dance crew that is going to be big in Zimbabwe, that is going to inspire so many people, not just young people, so many people to follow their dreams. Because it's never too late to do something. Because so many people ask me, I'm old, so can I be a dancer? I'm like, yeah, you can be a dancer. It doesn't have to mean that you're young, you're flexible. No, that's also other thing that I learned from school, that anyone can be a dancer. You see, you wake up in the morning, you can walk, you can even move, even if you're on a wheelchair, even if someone who can't move, who can't see, who can't do anything can be a dancer. So I want to inspire people that they can do anything that they want to do as well. This is going to be an inspirator. Inspiration.
Yeah.
To be an inspiration,
Yeah.
yes, to other people. And also, I want to be a very good dance teacher.
Okay.
Because I like giving out information. I like so that I want to be a sort of like, what can I say? A transfer, When I get something, I want to give.
You want to give it away. You want to teach.
I want to give
share.
it. I want to share.
Yeah.
So recently, I've been teaching at my church. The young men and the young women president approached me. Brother, since you said you have graduated, can you come and teach the young men and women dance? They said they want to dance. They want to also learn from you. I was like, okay, let me go and teach them. And then I taught them until I did the challenge for NEMI with them. Yes. And that is what I want to do. I also want to, not to say I want to make money through teaching, no, but it's also my passion to just share what I have to the people, so that, you see, when you teach people in dance, it helps them a lot. It relieves stress. They become confident in themselves. The way they just present themselves, it becomes different. The way they see themselves, they start seeing themselves as special. So I want people to feel the specialty that I also felt myself. That everyone is special in some way.
Yeah.
But through dance, though.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you have said there that you are, when you teach people, you want to share maybe the emotions, the feeling that you get when you are dancing, right?
Yes.
You said that it helps you to relieve stress and all of those things. Our country has been facing drug issues, suicides are on the rise.
Yes.
And all of this stuff that is happening to young people. How do you think dance can help in alleviating or reducing some of these issues that we are facing as a society?
Okay. I think it's pretty much, what can I say? How can I put this? I think dance can play a bigger role in this. Not just dance, or let me just say things outside of academics. Let me just say arts and sports.
Okay.
Because if I just put dance at the table, it will seem like one option. So let me just put the umbrella term arts and sports. You see, with our country, it's like we are more focused on the academic side. So I always tell myself the academic side, it is very good that people are educated. They know how to speak to one another. They know how to communicate. They know how to calculate and everything. But there are some things outside of that. Like there is a life outside of that. Only knowing how to, to do things. There's also yourself, you see, because if someone wants to take drugs, the first thing that they will tell you is that I'm under a lot of depression, so I need to feel good about myself, and the only way I can feel good about this is when I take this. So for me, when they have something else to take besides drugs, I think it can be helped so that drugs cannot affect people anymore. Because even I myself, as a youth, I have been experiencing, people. I've been seeing friends falling out, taking drugs, saying that they don't have an option. And to me, I'm like, okay, why is it that you do not have an option? Because it's like I have nothing to do. Even me, I just graduated, right? And then I'll be like, okay, I don't have a job, so I'm depressed. I can create content about dance. I want people to see me. You see, this has become a purpose now. I have a purpose through dance. I want people to see me. I want to tell stories to audiences. So I have to keep myself healthy in order to do that. I have to keep myself in check. My mentality has to be in check. I can't take drugs to say, I would want to tell a story. So dance gives you a purpose. Sports give you a purpose. If you want to be like Kyrie Irving, LeBron James in basketball, you can't say, I'll take drugs and then later on no. You start working on those things. Even if the situation of the country is saying, we cannot support, there's no support in sports, you will find a way through. So many people are making videos about themselves, just training, creating content, even ending up making money through those things, through those other talents, So these sports brings something else just besides academics. And a lot of things that is causing this is that thing of parents saying that, no, you have to be educated. You have to go to school from Form 1 to A level to university. I'm not discouraging that education is bad. Don't get me wrong here. I'm just saying that it's not the only thing that we have to live for. You see, it's not the only thing. And if you feel like you've failed in education, you can try something else. You can try making something else. You can try making Cobra. You can try find the other hidden talents that you have. Find other things that you can do besides taking drugs. Everyone can take drugs. Anyone, if I just want to take a drug, I can. But what else can I do besides taking a drug?
So you're saying in this case, dance and the arts as a whole, or sports, give people an alternative.
Yes.
Instead of taking the drugs, they can then turn and put their minds into something else. Something else that is healthy for their bodies. Like you mentioned, that dance helps you to keep fit.
Yes.
They're able to then discover other talents that they have besides academics, right? So that even when the formal jobs are not there, are not available for everybody, you can actually find a different way of making an income through content creation or doing sports, doing dance and the like. Okay. So now that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think for the last question that I have for you is, what part does God play in your dance?
Yeah, this is okay. So I myself am a Christian. Like I said before, I go to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I was baptized there. And I'm a priesthood holder. So for me, I've learned that there is Jesus Christ or God when I was at a young age. So to me, he has become part of my life. Even in whatever I do, I always say God first. I always tell myself that in everything that you do, you have to put God first. So to me, I even have a testimony that Jesus Christ came and died for me. So I'm a full-born Christian, let me just say, and everything that I do, I put it in God's hands to say, God, if you say that I'm going to be a dancer, you blessed me in this way, so please, when I'm doing this, let me not stray away from the way. You know, let me not be swallowed by the things of the world, saying that now I'm good now, I'm a celebrity. You know, I start doing things that I never did before simply because of, let's say, fame, let's say because of dance. In dance industry, I also have my morals. There are some things that I cannot do even if they involve dance. There are some things that I cannot support even if dance is involved. I have an extent to say, I'm sorry, I don't think this I can do because I'm a Christian. I don't think I can express this because it's against me. I can't do it. I can't go to the extreme to say that I can do everything because I'm a dancer. So I have those situations as well. And I've just devoted myself to say, I have to stay true in God. I have to keep on observing His commandments because that's what I was taught as a Christian, and I have to abide by that. It's also part of my identity. Yes, and Christianity also has a lot of influence on the songs that I perform, the kind of content that I create, the kind of content and the kind of things that I promote. To explain it briefly, I am a hip hop dancer, and you know, I love choreographing in hip hop. That's what I'm good at mostly. So there are some various songs that you know, hip hop dancers from America sing. You know, there are some words that they use in their music, and I'm like, okay, if there are certain words like that, I try by all means to find a cleaner version. It's not just because of God or because of my fear for God, but it's because of my audience as well. I wouldn't want to influence them in a way that don't want myself to be influenced. You see? So this has made me, or the way I approach my career, a bit different. Because some would say that I'm limited. I can say that either, but I cannot go to so many extremes just to say, let me do this after this, I have to do this because I just want to make it in life. No, if I can't make it, well, then I have tried. That's where, whatever stage that I will be, that's where God put me. I believe that everything happens in God's time. So you see, to me, that's how much I believe in God, and that's how much God has have been affecting my career. Influencing, not affecting, sorry.
Yes.
Influencing my career.
Powerful stuff. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So as we wrap up, I want you to give a word of encouragement to the young people, or even just a word of advice.
Okay.
What would you say to them? What do you want them to walk away from this interview having said, Oswald said this, and I'm going to walk with that in my life?
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me just do this. It's a Kinja thing. People know the Kinja. So I've been inspired by the Kinjas as well. Okay. So this is a Kinja bang. Respect all, fear none. That's one thing I would say. The moment I saw the Kinjas saying that respect all, fear none, it gave me courage to just continue, with my art, saying that, okay, these guys have respect at the same time, but they fear nothing. They don't fear to fail, because failure is one of the most things that people fear. Don't be afraid to fail. That's one thing I can tell you. You will never know until you try. So failure is part of the process. You cannot just succeed in something when you don't do it. You have to fail first maybe, or just get it once, but you have tried, you have done it. So if you want to do it, just do it. And believe in yourself, just believe in yourself and be yourself. And you have to also pray to God. Just pray to God to help you along the way and to never stray from the way. I always say yes. So
Awesome.
that's most of it. And as you just have to know that everything starts from somewhere. You cannot just start big, let's say, for example, we have a business. You will maybe start selling maputi, one packet of maputi for a day, and then later on you keep on progressing. But the more you are trying, you can even make losses sometimes. But it doesn't mean that you have to stop. Do not stop. Never give up. You have to, and be passionate about yourself. Love yourself. When you love yourself, you also love everything that you do. Don't ever doubt yourself. That is what I can just say. You should just keep at it. Keep going.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Osward. So you have heard it for yourself from Osward. Start small. Keep going. Don't give up. And failure is when you don't try at all. How do you know that you cannot do something if you do not try? So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I did. And hope to see you next time.